Hello and welcome to another installment of the Jellyfish Web Welcome to WordPress series. Today we're going to focus on just a very simple thing that you're going to be doing all the time, which is adding a post or a page to your site. We're going to be using my blog, Don't Mind the Mess, which is hosted at theseversons.net, to play around a little bit because I have a whole bunch of posts and pages already here that you can see on my screen right now. I'm just in the WordPress dashboard, basic setup. Don't worry if you see some things on my dashboard that are a little bit different from yours, because for one, I haven't updated my WordPress because I am slow and I suck. And secondly, whenever you add themes or plugins, you're going to be adding things to this left sidebar. So you can see that I have some of my plugins with their own little menus over here that have changed it from what it looks like when you first install. So don't worry about that too much. Now, to add a post, that's going to be your major action most of the time. Generally, you're going to use the post link on your sidebar right here, right at the top. If you would like, you can always use the quick press, which is over here in the top right. You can add your title, you can add content, you can add tags, and you can add media. So almost anything can be added from the quick press. Personally, though, I much prefer using the whole post screen. So what we're going to do to start a new post is bring our mouse over to the posts in the sidebar. You can either click all posts or add new. Just a little hint, if you just click the posts without going over to the little menu, it's automatically going to take you to the all posts setup where I have here my list of posts with all their information. You can also see that I have an SEO plugin here which has some information also included in my post menu. Now, once I have this posts open, you'll see that it has enlarged the sidebar for posts. So now I'm just going to click Add New to start a new post. So this is my post screen. Again, there are some things here that might be different from yours because I have a few plugins installed. This is my Storify plugin, this is my Blackbird Pie plugin, and this is my Instapress plugin. When you start, you're going to have this smaller menu right up here, which just has basic information. You can always hit this, which is the kitchen sink button, to give you an extra level. This is going to give you access to formatting your text, including headings, other things you can do, text color, cut and paste, insert symbols, indenting, all that kind of stuff. So I generally like to keep my kitchen sink open. Your title is entered at the top, and your text all goes down here. On the far right side, you're going to have your Publish menu. Here you can save something as just a draft if you want to save it for later and you're not quite ready for it. You can preview it. So if I have a post and I say this is my new post and add a title and I want to see what it looks like, I hit the preview button. It's going to open a new tab or window depending on what your settings are. Here is my page with my new post. This is what it's going to look like if I publish it. So let's close that. There are a few things you're going to want to look at in your publish bar here. You can change the status. Most of us are going to use things in draft. Pending review is something you may want to use if you have additional editors or users who are going to submit posts for you and then be pending review. So most of us will not worry about that. Visibility, most of the time again, will be public. Here you have a few options, including making your post password protected or private. You can also have it public and stick it to the front page, meaning it'll be at the top above all other posts until you unstick it. Finally, there's the publish timeline. So here I can change it to publish at any particular time I want to. I use this a lot because I generally don't post the morning that my post goes up. I like to kind of put it in the bank and set it to post at a particular time. By the way, if you do decide to publish something later on, once you input this information and click OK, instead of publish, this button is going to change to schedule. And then once you're done with it, it'll say scheduled. In addition, over here you have tags and categories. My categories that I normally use are already pulled up. If I want to see my tags, I just click here for choose from the most used tags. I have several other menus down in the main portion of my screen involving plugins and various other things, along with on my right side as well. You can see my And the Winner Is plugin, my Robots plugin. Lots of things will get added on as you add to what you've got going here. But when you first start out, you're not going to see much besides this new post screen. Once you are done, you publish, and it's going to be there on your main page. Now, I am not going to use this one. I'm going to just move it to the trash. And I'm back to my all posts. For pages, you're going to get basically the same kind of thing. I'm just going to go to my pages menu really quick. Here are all my pages. If I want to add new, this time let's click the add new button right next to pages. You can see it looks almost exactly the same. You have the same menu over here, you have the same title, you have the same box. The main thing that's going to be different is this page attributes thing. As you may know, pages are going to be involved more in navigation, and you may have several that all cover the same issue, but you don't necessarily want to have them take up your whole nav bar. You may also want to have someone hover over your nav bar and see several pages that go all together. When you do something like that, you're going to want to put in a parent. So for example, one of my parent pages is reading. I have one page that covers my reading, and I have lots of information there. But I also have these pages which aren't necessarily posts that also fall into that category of reading. So these I have showing up as being connected to reading as the parent page. If you're just adding a regular page, it can just be no parent. If you're having a sub-page, or if you're ordering your pages in a certain way, then you're going to use this order screen right here. Besides that, everything is basically the same. You can see I've got most of the same plugins here that I'm going to use on a page as I would in a post, and the same ability to preview. And that's basically it. Once you've got it, you've got it. We'll have another video down the line about media and how to add it and what to do with it. But for today, that's how you're going to add posts and pages to your site. We hope you'll be back for our next installment of Welcome to WordPress. Thanks.